So if you recently crashed, lost, or had your Avata destroyed to the point where it's not flyable anymore, and the reason was what people refer to as prop wash or the rear propeller not picking up speed after the turn, then you should definitely keep on watching this video. Last night I received an email from DJI saying they will send me a brand new DJI Avata, and that my crash was not a user accident, meaning it's definitely a system issue, right? Now, it's a pretty common issue with the Avata and people holding back from buying it, and some people might not even fly it. So in today's video, I'll go through all the steps to make the process faster and easier. And if you had a similar crash or behavior like I did, this is definitely not your fault. And if you lost your drone or it got damaged to the point where it's not flyable anymore, you should be able to get a new unit from DJI. So that's what I want to talk to you about in today's video. So here's what you need to do to prevent all the unnecessary back and forth emails. Now, the first step is going to be to head over to DJI.com, and then we need to select the Request Repair Service Online. Now, once we've done this, we need to select Submit a Repair Request and then log in if we're not already logged in. The next step is to select your region and then your device. If you're not seeing your device, you can search by entering the serial number or selecting the model. Now, after selecting your device, you need to select Repair and then choose your issue. Now, mine was obviously water damage, so that's what I selected. If your Avata crashed into a rock or a tree or just fell from the sky, causing it to be destroyed, you can also select Crash Damage. And underneath, you will need to provide a detailed description of the accident. And knowing DJI, they want everything. So I gave them my whole day from planning the video I was shooting that day to the end of my Avata. You will also need to add your purchase information and if you have a service plan or the DJI Care Refresh. And for the next option, you're definitely gonna choose product issue because that's what it is. Now, for DJI to get straight to the point of fixing or replacing your Avata within the warranty time, you also need to select Apply for Data Analysis. The analysis will allow DJI to see the exact flight data from your last flight, whether the Avata did a flyaway or dropped in the drink or got smashed into pieces. So, to make sure everything is synced, we can move over to the DJI Fly App. But before we do that, we also need to power on the goggles. And we also need to connect our phone using the included OTG cable that came with either of the two bundles. Now, once we're inside the app, we need to go straight over to Profile, and you need to make sure that you are logged in. And once you're logged in, we're gonna go straight over to Settings. Then select Sync Flight Data and turn the Auto Sync Flight Records off and on, or just on if it's off by default. Now, the next step is to move out to the Profile section again and then select More. Here we need to tap on the history icon on the top right corner and then do a refresh to make sure everything is up to date. Now, after refreshing, you also need to download the latest black box files, which you later need to send to DJI. It also doesn't hurt to include a few extra, just to make sure that they have everything they need. And when the download is complete, you need to go over to the folder where your DJI app is located. On an iPhone, you can locate this by going over to the Files folder and then over to My Phone. And inside the DJI Fly folder, you'll see a folder named Flight Records. And the only thing you have to do here is to zip this by tap holding and then selecting Compress. This zip file will now contain all the information that DJI needs, and the process will be much faster. But since the zip file is so huge, I recommend that you use Google Drive, Dropbox, or any other cloud service to send it over to DJI. And if it happens that the crash is of the same style as mine and your Avata is destroyed, you will most likely get a new unit if you're within the warranty time. Now, you will also be asked if you can provide a video of the incident. If you had a dry crash, you can easily send the recorded video from your Avata to DJI using Google Drive, Dropbox, or any cloud service. But if you happen to drop in the drink, your SD card on the Avata will most likely be damaged. So the only way to recover the SD card and get it to work is to format the SD card through a computer or Mac, which means the footage will be lost. But if you lost your Avata to the sea and forgot to use an SD card with your goggles or to record to your SD card on your goggles, you can still get the last seconds from your flight. To do this, you power on the goggles and go to Settings, then over to Safety and scroll down to the bottom. And here you'll find the option Camera View Before Loss. And selecting this, you will be able to see the last seconds before your crash. This can also be recorded using a phone and then later sent over to DJI. So now that you have everything you need, you can upload everything to, let's say, Google Drive. So first make a folder named DJI. Then a subfolder called Flight Records, where you're gonna upload the zip file of the flight records. And then another subfolder with the video recorded on your phone of the crash, and then provide the link to DJI. Now, even though DJI has all the tools to gather all this information that we just gone through, on some occasion you will be asked to provide everything, especially if your drone has water damage. Now, I'm really glad that DJI is sending me a new drone, but a lot of you have also said that DJI is claiming that this is your fault. If your crash is exactly as mine, and you have the same stick placement or similar, and your Avata is suddenly flipping all mad when doing a turn in manual mode, to be honest, it's not actually your fault. I've seen a lot of people saying that this happens in sport mode as well, so I really hope that DJI is fixing this issue before something serious happens. For those of you that already knew how to send your logs and data to DJI, I really want to say thank you, and I appreciate that you were joining in anyway. And for those that didn't know, I really hope that you found this video helpful, and I hope you get some good news in return from DJI. That's gonna be everything for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.